We're all feeling it, right? The weather is just getting weirder and more unpredictable. But what if the solution isn't some new technology of the future, but a piece of wisdom from our ancient past?
I mean, it's a question on a lot of our minds. One minute you've got a warm spell in the middle of winter, and the next there are these record-breaking storms. It just feels like nature's rhythm is completely off. But what if the reason for all this goes way deeper than what we're normally told?
Okay, so let's get into it. The source material for this explainer, well, it steps way outside the usual scientific conversation. It presents a totally different way of looking at our climate.
This whole alternative explanation comes from a Buddhist sutra, and it argues that the real root cause of our wild weather isn't where we've been looking at all.
See, according to this text, all the things we usually focus on, like carbon levels and industrial pollution, they aren't the actual cause. They're just the symptoms. The source claims the real problem, the root of it all, actually starts inside us.
And there it is. That's the core argument. The sutra basically says that the chaos we're seeing in our weather is a direct mirror, a reflection of a collective decay in human morality.
So, the big question is, how? How could something as internal as morality possibly create external, physical chaos? Well, the sutra describes this fascinating and, frankly, kind of troubling domino effect.
So here's how it supposedly plays out. It all begins with a widespread moral decline. This then leads to more and more unwholesome human actions. From there, the effects start to ripple outward, causing days and nights to become erratic, and that in turn makes the seasons totally unstable. And the final domino to fall? A full-blown cosmic disruption.
Now, cosmic disruption here isn't just some fancy metaphor. The source is suggesting it's a literal event, that the behavior of the sun, the moon, and the stars actually gets thrown off course by what we're all doing down here on Earth.
And to bring this all back down to earth, the text connects this abstract idea of moral decline to very real modern problems. It frames things like pollution as a direct physical outcome of this inner issue. And it even points to global warming as another symptom of this much deeper ethical breakdown.
Okay, this brings us to what is probably the most challenging idea in this entire perspective. It's one that completely flips a really common worldview right on its head.
You know, for thousands of years, so many cultures have believed that the stars and planets influence our lives. Think astrology. Well, this teaching proposes the radical opposite. The core argument here is this. It's not that the heavens are dictating our fate, it's that our collective actions are dictating the behavior of the heavens.
Just think about that for a second. The implication is huge. This worldview is suggesting that human consciousness and our behavior, they aren't just local events. It's arguing our actions have consequences on a truly cosmic scale, sending ripples out that affect the entire system.
So, after going through this ancient text, what's the main takeaway? What's the central idea we're really supposed to be left with?
Ultimately, this whole perspective is about connection. It's arguing that there is no clean separation between our internal state, our collective morality, our consciousness, and the external physical reality we see all around us, right up to the way the stars behave. One directly shapes the other.
So whether you see this as ancient wisdom or a really powerful metaphor, the sutra leaves us with this pretty profound question. It challenges us to consider that the solutions to our biggest external problems might not just be out there, but also in here, inside ourselves.